That way, I think so. Hi, I'm Debbie McKee. I'm here for you today. And I had a long list of crystals I was going to do for protection. I decided to switch. I'll do that next week. And I'm going to do happy crystals. I had my daughter say to me, Mom, you talk about such serious things. And she goes, why is it always so intense? So I'm going happy crystals today because you know what? We need that, right? They're kind of the color of this shirt. So that's why I wore this shirt. But I brought a bunch of little rocks here for you for us to talk about. And I have a very long list of notes, which I probably can't even really see right now. So I'm just going to talk. But one of the main topics before we get to the happy rocks is the opposite is like, oh, I have all this trauma, I have all this drama, and why does it always come? Why is it I thought I got rid of that style of person in my life or that type of situation, and why did, I thought I cleared that. Why is more of that coming? Well, it's because you need to shift farther, you need to change it more right here. I'm house sitting with some pets, so I have a very vocal kitty visiting, which will probably show up in the video in a minute. So there's some parts that we think we clear, and then we need to go deeper, and then we need to go deeper. So just keep going in and like, why? What haven't I cleared inside my heart? Last week we talked about kitty. I looked in my heart and I cleared this, but there's just a little more, right? So, and it can be tiny things like, what is it that, I'm sorry, the cat's distracting me. It's okay. There's some small things that we need to go a little deeper and reveal, like, what is it about that I was so angry about, or what was it? Am I still hating on that person? Am I still mad at myself about letting that situation come into us, come into my world? Oh gosh, it's getting mouth all the time. Like, okay, just say, for example, you've dated a rather bad boy. That's a type of person. And, why do I like that type of bad boy? And it could be they're daring, they're wilder than you are, and you're conservative, or you try to behave all the time, and so you date the wild guy so that you get a little more excitement and it's thrilling. Or it's something you think, no, I don't do that, but down deep there's something in you that wants that risk. But on the flip side of that risk, they can flip on you and do illegal things, get in trouble with the law, or they've been in trouble with the law and they're like, oh no, I don't do that anymore. But then something happens in your emotional relationship, and he flips, and then there it is again. There's the drama again. Or you have with your family, and you stay really clear with your family, or you hold words in, and you behave and be good, and then they say, well, you know how you are, you blah blah blah, and they just they don't know what to say to you, or they haven't forgiven that thing in their heart, and so out it comes. Oh my gosh, that putty. And and then you react again, or you're holding it in. So you got to let it out. So you got to go in a little deeper and think of why am I still mad about that? Is it because you see him more often, or I don't know. There's some ways you can shift it, like get out of the anger, get out of the hate, and just being so upset about it. So that's why I brought these rocks in today. These are what I call the happy stones. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. It's so bright. That's natural. There's nothing done to this. This is called Chrysocola. So you bring rocks like this into your life. you've got that hit you in a spot where, like, your necklaces, usually people wear short necklaces here. This is a longer one. This is my stone I probably get the most reaction from of all stones I have. This is the same as this, only it's been tumbled. It's called Chrysocola, and it has about 7 different minerals in it. It has azurite, it's sometimes turquoise, sometimes amazonite, malachite. Let's see what else. Azurite, malachite, sometimes demortorite, which is darker blue. And then you put it all together. Sometimes garnet in it. You put it all together and you call it Chrysocola, Chrysocholla, Chrysocola. I'll post about what it is in a little bit, or after I'm done, I guess. So there you go. Look at that. So darn blue. You just can't help but love it, right? All right, here's another one. So here's mine again. And this is just a big old piece, but it's flat, so I wear it, and it's not very heavy. But it's happy, always happy. Even if I'm cranky, you need to put one on that kitty. It's okay. Psst, 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 psst. It's okay. It's all right. She's wondering where her family is. Pet sitting. Look at this one. Ooh, so blue, so green, just like a tropical ocean when the water's really clean. Look at that. It looks like that right now, where I'm at, because it's springtime. Look at that. Looks just like the ocean. Anyway, so you put this right here on your happy high heart. You got your heart chakra down by your underwire and your bra, if you're wearing an underwire bra. And then you've got your happy high heart. So it's in between your throat and your heart. So you got this zone between your heart and your throat. It's called the happy high heart. And you put one of these rocks right here, either in meditation, and breathe that baby in really deep with your mouth open, not just filtering through your nose, but through your mouth. Really fill those lungs up. Let out that uncomfortableness, that pain, upset, the old jazz, right? Let it out. And then this goes in. Woo! It makes you all high and happy. Happy high heart. So there's a bunch of blue rocks. I talked about blue rocks a couple weeks ago for the throat, but this is like, it gets into the above your heart zone and into your lungs. So if you got any lung stuff going on, allergy stuff going on, this works there too. But it really hits you deeply emotionally and almost in that childlike area. That's where you have, when joy came so quickly. Yeah, we cried a lot too. But, the joy was like, like when you're running on the beach or yelling at the waves. You're running with your little friends in the park when you're small, when life was super simple. So this helps. It's kind of has a rainbow effect on you. Like when you have a quartz crystal that has a bubble of rainbow in it, or people, that's probably one thing people always show me when they bring their crystals to show me. They go, look, it's got a rainbow right there, and it gives you this happy joy thing really fast. So that's why I'm going to call this this recording Happy Joy. If there's any Ren and Stimpy fans out there. But yeah, happy joy. Full on. Okay, now I'll give you a couple more examples. See, this one's a little darker. This one has some garnet dark bits in it. A little more azurite. Then these two are really beautiful. Look at that color. Now we have a lot of this here in Arizona, on the West Coast over this way. Not on the coast, in the West. See, that's the Demortorite. See that blue? Shh. Cat's young, can't help it. That blue in there is the Demortorite. And this has a little turquoise in it. But look at that color, so nice. And those are tumbled, so sometimes the tumbled ones are more tangible and soft. Here's another one. These don't even need a flashlight. See, that's got some garnet running around in it. Here's one that's wrapped. It's a super cagey wrap, so it's not very attractive. But you know what? This one's a little heavy, so that one's got garnet in it. And the cage will hold it. Like, especially if you wear it down here or lower, where when you walk around and it's bouncing around, you need a good strong wrap. So I'll okay, a couple more, and then we'll go to the next rock. Look at that, so nice. Yeah, you can tell I like these. I try to always have some of these on hand. Oh, these feel fabulous. So these are, you could call a vacation rock. Hey, why not? They give you serious joy. I'm just going to leave it at that, because they do. They just get you like, oh, hopeful, and you just kind of forget everything else, and it just get you out of that space of when you're with people that make you a little uncomfortable, or if it's a long-term thing that's hitting you on a regular basis, or you've been through some big trauma. Even if it was a long time ago, it'll still come up in little ways. I was doing a long walking meditation yesterday, and some things were coming up from a trauma that happened just not too long ago, but there was still some like, man, why is that coming up again? And there was a few things that I didn't remember, some good things that I had done during that traumatic time, and some more negative things that the other person had done, because I don't know about you, but I tend to take it all on myself, like, oh, I should have done this and I should have done that, when it's like, wait, I did do that, and it is okay, and oh, they did that, so it's not just me. The not just me moment. All right, one more, and then we'll jump to the next two. I think this one's kind of cool. It kind of looks like a slipper, shaped like a slipper. Hi, baby. Yeah, it's okay. He'll probably pop up here so you can see him. Look at that. Really looks like you could just go diving in there, and those are little islands. Yeah, really? You want to come up? Come on up. Make yourself known. Oh, nope. It's right there. All righty. So that's Chrysocola. Very, very happy. No, kitty, don't do that. Rubbing on the computer. Oh, that was his tail. All righty. Now another really happy high heart stone is Amazonite. Now these are two pieces that I use on people who come to me. Look at that color. So it can be very, very light green like that. But this is another one like aquamarine. The more you work with it, it's probably the copper that's in it, the brighter it gets. So see, he's kind of lighter on this one's really holding its dark color really nice. So yeah, Amazonite. I always say Amazon woman. Amazon woman. Sorry, I'm silly. But that's what it does. It makes you feel really strong. It makes you feel firm. You're like, yes, I'm good, and so it's like you could start with Chrysocola and then move on to Amazonite. And they will, let's see if I can get this on camera. These are a bunch of teeny tiny ones, because most of the time Amazonite is very, very, very pale, like the lesser quality. It's more like that instead of like that. So big difference. So let's see if we can get this on camera without dumping them on the keyboard. Boop, there goes one. Boop, there goes another one. Okay, maybe we can't. Oh, now the kitty wants to play with them. Nope. Okay, maybe we won't post this on YouTube. Anyway, there they are. All right, there we go. So these are very bright. Oh, these feel really good. No one's touched these. These are newer. I only had these a short time. And these are from a lovely little miner I met. And these are some that he polished. Look at that color. Nice. That's without a light on it. There's just really bright sun in here. Okay, those are really awkward to hold. Sorry. So Amazonite. Yum, yum, yum. The Chrysocola can come from a few different countries, like the Congo. I've gotten some from the Congo, but it takes me a lot longer to clear it. And sometimes they're really light inside. I'm not sure if they're real. But the ones that are from here, Arizona, Nevada area, are amazing. So I like to recommend people get rocks that are near their location from where you are, because to me, they work on you local honey is what I say. Local honey helps you with your allergies from the flowers that are near you. And I feels like crystals are kind of the same way. So if they're not too far away, I have a couple countries, I still have trouble with the crystals from there. So I don't know if it's something energetically I need to clear from a life there or something, or it's the trauma from the country, or it's the chemical process that they use on the rocks to get here, like rubies and sapphires. I have so much trouble with rubies and sapphires, and they're I'm not going to say the country because I don't want to get poked at. All right, let's see. So Amazonite. Okay, what's my time frame? Where am I at? 15 minutes. Okay, I've got a little more time, so I can talk a little bit more. All right. Let's just go in on this. So this one, I wrapped it in gold because it had a gold bezel. This is called Chrysocola. You see our theme here on our color? Blues, greens, blues, greens. And anybody who knows me, these are my favorite colors, absolutely. When I paint, it's kind of the only colors I use, maybe a little purple. Here we go, but look at that, awesome. And then this little bead down here is from a strand that I've had for a really long time. So this has a gold bezel on the side, and so I wrapped it in gold, and it looks like I need to clean it a little bit, but anyway, look at that green. And you can see through these are sheer. Ooh. Get through there. Oh, see that green through there? So this has when you put a light through it, has a real electric green to it. So, and I've met a lot of, if you've heard the phrase indigos, and then you've heard the phrase rainbows and crystal kids, this is one of those new stones, indigos on, that really helps with an advanced soul. Like a lot of people who've been coming in like 30 years and younger have an advanced soul, and so they're a lot more sensitive to all the BS, the BS in our food, the BS in this teaching system, the BS in the way the world is set up. So they're coming in and they're changing everything, right? And you might think, oh no, why am I so allergic to this and this? Because you're not supposed to eat that stuff, and that stuff, they've changed it so that it doesn't fit in your system because you came in an advanced system. Here comes the kitty. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi, huh, pretty one? Oh, see him a little bit. So a crystal like this that has this really bright green in it, it's a color that shows up on a lot of the young healers and the ones who are really going to change things. It's this electric green. Some people have sparks of it, little pops in their auric field. I'm talking about the color that they have. We have our auric field and our colors that we have. I look really blue in this mirror. But like I came in a pink and a green, love and healing, love and healing, love and healing. And then as the years have gone by, I'm a turquoise purple. So I talk about spirit stuff, and the turquoise color is about truth. So I talk about spiritual truth. That's pretty much my gig. But the green, electric green that's coming in on people is quite amazing and shocking. When I first saw it, I was like, whoa, what's that? Because I only used to see like these leaves that are behind me. That's a pretty bright, those aren't real, those are fake. So, but they're monsteras. Monsteras are usually a little darker. So a dark hunter green or a pine green, that was the color green that used to be on people, and now they're coming in like this. So you need a rock like that because it helps you go, oh, I'm not alone in the way I feel. I'm not alone in being so sensitive. I'm not alone in, why is everything so intense on me? Rocks like this help you mirror you and help you restore and rejuvenate and what's the word? Fortify. There we go. Help fortify your color. Here's another one. Look, this one's pretty pigeon. Now this rock's really old. He is 97 now, and he had a dear friend of mine, Anchor. Hello, Anchor. I don't know if he's watching, but he had a whole studio in his garage for years for tumbling and cutting, and I got his leftover babies before he stopped. Now this one I have an apatite on the top. Apatite's another one. I've probably got about 8 rocks this color, but I'm just trying to keep it to 3 rocks today. And then there's Larimar on the bottom. Oh my God, that makes me so happy. Look at that. Ah, look at that color. That's all natural, folks, not dyed. All right, what else we got? There's another one that's raw. It's a little baby. Oh, look at it. It's just glowing. This is Chrysoprase. Jesus, did I even say that? Chrysoprase. Chryprase. Spelling in the air. All right, here's another one. Chrysoprase. This is my one I've had in my healer tray for years and years and years, and it is awesome. It's not that big, see? Tiny. Very strong, very chipper. I showed you, I didn't show you. Okay. I'm trying to hide the price tags, but I want them to stay on. Here we go. Hey. So he's a little darker, but if I put a light on him, he'd probably glow. Oh, they feel wonderful. So they're a good one to wrap, and I can wrap any rock for just a couple of dollars if you want to do that. And then you wear them, and they feel fabulous. But when they're not wrapped, you can stick them in here for you to keep your mood up. Okay, where's my 9:20? All right, so those are my favorite happy rocks, happy high heart rocks. It was up to me. Everybody would have them all over their house at all times. So hopefully you can get a hold of some. Contact me first if you can. And, even if you want to show me a picture of one, but buying online is risky. You don't know where it came from. There's a lot of fake stuff out there. There's a lot of dyed stuff out there. There's a lot of heated stuff out there. Changes the whole composition. Now there's a lot of painted crystals. Who's painting crystals? So, but if it makes you happy, go for it. But I'm trying to be a purist about this stuff and trying to keep it as pure as possible with the least amount of chemicals on it. The chemicals, some of them can be washed off, but not all of them. And then if they're ethically mined, that's important because it's coming out of our earth, and our earth is a one-time deal. We can regrow a lot of things, but the earth is not really regrowing. So we need to take care of her, right? So to get a crystal that's been ethically mined, you know what I mean by ethically mined? So not just tearing out all the trees and killing all the animals and pouring a lot of chemicals right back where they pulled those rocks out to clean them right there, instead of doing it on a side in a bucket, getting rid of those chemicals in a proper way, right? All right. So those are my favorite ones as far as happy high heart goes. And let me look at my notes for just a second here. What have we got here? But these will definitely raise your vibration in a very, very simple way. It doesn't have to be a huge meditation. Like a lot of quartzes are really the best way to really there's a woman named Linda Casey that looks like Superwoman, just came on. There's a complicated way to raise your vibrations is to work with the quartzes that have all the little secrets on them, little triangles and rectangles and diamonds and things, and you meditate with them every week for like 20 years, right? You learn more and more things from that stone each time. And then there's rocks like these that are just, bam, happy. You don't even have to meditate with them. You just hold them. And they work very simply. They chipper you up right away. Could I compare it to a food? Like, I don't know, what food turns you on? Ice cream? Mango? I'd say like mango. Like a mango. Very... Or watermelon when you first eat it, or cantaloupe when you first eat it in the beginning of the season. Oh my gosh, great. I drink weird juices. Beet juice does that to me. Okay, somebody just asked, how do you clean them? Most of them you just rinse off with water. Simple. I have to energetically clean everything, so that I smudge them a lot. I sun them after they've been on a person. I moon them to make them strong, feel stronger, fill them up again. But the sun clears some rocks and fills other ones up. And oh, that's the train. That was somebody's phone. And there's many other ways. Like some can have salt baths, but not all of them can. Some crystals love to get in the ocean. Like these definitely like to get, I like to put things in the ocean rather than putting them in a bowl of salt. Old school, we used to put them in like even just a dish of salt only, not salt water. And they can sit in there and cleanse that way. A simple way, if you keep yourself really clear, is to clear them with your breath. So you, I guess you do sideways. You can clear it with your energy. How simple is that? Unless your energy is terrible, but hopefully it's not. But that's a simple way. That's just like smudging, with sage. Sage is very powerful, very, very powerful. I hike and gather it, and I try to give it to everybody I know because it's the easiest way to clear you, your house, your family, your cat. And then, of course, your crystals. You can clear your crystals very easy. I just break off one leaf and just blow on it. Boom. Let's see what else. Oh, I got an Amazon bracelet. I've had this one a long time. My hair tied. But look at the green. It hasn't changed at all. It's a little heavy, so it's a little heavy for my flailing hands, but it feels really good. Puts you in the mood. Let's see what else. The resonance. So shifting your resonance. So that's kind of what we were talking about there still might be something else you need to let go of. It's your resonance. It's like how you are vibrating. And so I like to teach people how to breathe through their chakras first. Before we do anything else with the crystals, so that you learn how, like if you meditate, yes, you need to get your head clear of like all the little visiting people going, your mom saying this, your grandpa telling you like, oh, you're talking to the devil, you're playing with crystals. No. Or people who say yoga's bad. It's not Christian-like. That's not true. You're just breathing through your chakras, man. You're just getting your body balanced. So if you do it with crystals, of course, then you can shift it even further. But before you even do that, I like to teach people to blow through their chakras, blow energy, check each one, and come in and teach yourself how to check every chakra every day. Gotta do it every day. And the reason why you do it every day is so that you notice if one of those chakras feels off or it feels clogged, or when you go to blow through it, it's like hard to get through. You're like, whoa. And so if you do it every day, then that one day, you're like, oh, why is it so tight? And then you think, oh, that's because I ran into that person at the market who yelled at me because my mask was here instead of here, or whatever it was, or you parked bad, or you yelled at somebody in traffic, or whatever it was. And, or if it was something massive, like something massive. We all know what massive is. So by checking your chakras, you know what's going on in your body. And then when you play with your crystals, and then you play with it, and you meditate with it, you take it to the beach, take it to the wherever, take it to the mountains, and play with it. And then check your chakras again at the end of the day, and your happy high heart chakra's like, ah! So then you know that rock works for you, and that's how you figure out your rocks. That's how you figure out your crystals. What crystal's good for you. But that can change your resonance, the resonance in your system. Not just the resonance of the crystal bowls and that meditation you did with the gongs or whatever. It's we have our own resonance. Mine's pretty hyper. I resonate high. It's big. But sometimes I'm tired and I don't feel chipper and I don't want to talk to anybody. So I'll use rocks like this. Actually, sometimes these are too chipper. Sometimes I want to be just quiet. So I'm having these few days, I'm having some quiet days, and I'm sleeping deep, and I don't feel like I need much. It's interesting. Like when you're not really busy and you're taking time for yourself and you start letting everything go. And then you're just mellower and you come down. Like I get so hyper, I can hardly sleep. So I have to come down. So I'm coming down these next few days and then I just don't need much, and that's really beautiful. I didn't know that could happen. And then you can pick up a rock like that and go, oh, look at that. That's fabulous. I'll put some of these rocks out in the middle of the floor and we'll see if that kitty will curl up around them. Because kitties are really super, super, super intuitive and they've got all these extra things in their bodies and their heads and these crystals and magnetite and their whiskers and all the stuff. They feel so much more than the doggies. Doggies are just so hard all the time. But the kitties have extra sensitivities going on. So you could put a crystal in the middle of the floor and you leave and you come back and they're curled up right on that rock. It's very interesting. All right, folks. I think that's about it for today. And the kitty's quiet. So we're not going to give them a stimulating crystal. But anyway, we'll see what'll happen. Maybe the rocks got him too excited earlier. That's what happened. All right. So we are at the end of April, and we're going to start May pretty soon here. And I'll try something else next week. Okay. So if you want to tune in, look for me, Debbie McKee. This is on the I Am Love page. If you want to check that out, I do have my own YouTube. It's under my name. I have Debi.McKee, MCKEE, with the 13 at the end. If you want to find me on Facebook, and on Instagram, I am Debi McKee's Mermaid Cottage. So that's my Instagram. And then I have a Feisty Moon webpage on Facebook and Crystal Energy Healing on Facebook also. So I got a few pages. So if you want to ask me anything about crystals or meditating or big illnesses, big emotional issues, tiny things, or even if you are on your spiritual path and you're just curious about them, I can help you with some super basic stuff or the really big stuff. I'm game for all of it. There's no question too bizarre for me. And there's crystal for everything. I like to say that. All right, that's it. Back to my little mellow world today. I hope you have a fabulous day. I love you. Contact me if you need anything. All right. Bye.